Hi there, everyone. Good morning or good afternoon or wherever you may be, or if you're watching this for the replay. I see my friend Debbie's in here. Good morning, Debbie. We're going to be meeting up next week. That'll be fun. I'm going to get cracking because we do have to go for a road trip in a bit. And I'm not having coffee at the moment. I already had 2, and we do have to drive for 3 hours in a little while. I have to have an allergy med today, but not too bad. There. Okay, I think we're good. So this weekend we're going to Keremeos, BC, to see my husband's sister and brother-in-law for the weekend, and we'll be back on Sunday. Our kids are going to make us dinner. Our son and his girlfriend lives here mostly just because of her work schedule. It makes it easier, so she doesn't have to drive as far. I'll show you on Google Maps in a minute what's going on, then you'll kind of understand better. And our daughter's going to come over. On Monday, the 15th, my mom and dad are taking my husband and I out for dinner because it is our 29th anniversary. We got married in 1995. Just a housekeeping heads up. In 2 weeks from today, the 26th, we will already be camping. We're heading down to Thurston Meadows on Thursday afternoon. So I'm going to do my live on Thursday morning, the 25th, instead of Friday morning, the 26th. Because I won't be around. I apologize if I step on toes because other people do lives at different times. But like this one, it'll be a quickie. Just because we have other stuff to do that day. So I'll just give it a couple minutes in case anyone else is going to come in. I've already got my clothes and everything organized. My husband's just getting toiletries together. Oh, hello, Joe. Good morning. Vintage Style by Joe is here. We already packed up a bunch of stuff for Ferris yesterday. We have to take his big round bed. You know those big round Costco beds? Well, there's like 3 of them in downstairs, so we'll bring one of them. One of them usually goes camping, too, because it's the oldest one. It was Max's way back when. And his bucket of food, and his bowls from the trailer, and a bag of cookies. And it's like going with a child, like back when the kids were little. To pack all the stuff, well, you got to pack all the stuff for the dog, too. My sister-in-law said it was okay if he comes, and where they live. Oh, just for the weekend, Joe. We'll be back Sunday. And it's about a 3-hour drive-ish. Not too far. Okay, I'm going to go on to the maps, and I got to grab the other camera. So, 1 second. I'm doing my phone loose, so I hope this works. Not in the holder. Let me see. This is kind of an experiment. So if it goes a little weird, my apologies. Okay, let me just switch cameras and then we'll get to it. You're going to get a look at my feet in the bedspread for a second. Sorry. Or one of my feet, I should say. Okay. A weird view for a sec till I get oriented. Come on. There we go. Okay. Downsize that. Thank you, Joe. Should be nice. The weather should hold up, too. Okay. So here we go. Google Maps. Can you guys see this? I hope so. All right. Right there. Chilliwack. That's where I live. So eastward, following Highway 1. See where the river kind of runs out? Hope. My son's girlfriend's family lives there. But between Hope and Chilliwack is about a 45-minute drive. So it makes it problematic for work, especially if she has to go eastward. So we're going to continue east on Highway 3. And I'll zoom in a smidgen. Oops, hang on. Let's scroll this down a little bit. Hope is where You have a choice of highways. Highway 1 is the old highway up this is the Fraser River, and it narrows, and this is a canyon going all the way up. Over here is Highway 5. That's called the Coquihalla Highway, and it pops out at Kamloops. And we are going on this way, Highway 3. It goes down toward the border. We'll scooch along a bit. Goes through Sunshine Valley. That's a little community where people have cabins and stuff. I'm going to go give you the Earth view in a moment, too. E.C. Manning Provincial Park. That's where we go through. I have camping footage from Lightning Lake campground, and it is in Manning Park. So along here, we're winding along mountains. I'll give you that view in a second. Eastgate, that's basically the other edge of the park. And this sort of winds downwards along the mountain, so you're kind of back in the flats. Until you get down into the town of Princeton. And we carry on further. Headley used to be an old mining town back in the day. I don't know if you know the band name Headley, that's where they're named after. And over here is Keremeos. Zoom out again now. Where are we? Whoops. Down in the mountains. Okay, there we are. Okay? That's where we have to go. That's about 3 hours. So I'm going to back out the camera slightly. And we'll go on. Okay, that's what it looks like. You see, mountains. It is virtually impossible to have any road in a straight line in British Columbia. You have to go around the mountains all the time. That is why it is the circuitous route. It's probably maybe an hour and a bit as the crow flies, but we can't do that. Mountains everywhere. The highway is going almost due north and south at this point. Of course, you get all the ads and stuff on Google, but whatever. You guys get the idea. See? Copper Creek Recreation Site. There's campgrounds and everything all over the place. See where it says Alpine Meadow? We drove up that before. It's a very windy road. Really nice lookout where you can look back this way over toward the lakes and stuff. Lightning Lake at Manning Park. See my footage from the summer of 2019 when we went camping there. Westgate entrance. There we are, Sunshine Valley again. I don't know if we'll stop on the way back, but if you look up the Hope Slide, when was it, late 1950s, 59, something like that, there's a whole side of this mountain slid down. There's the town of Hope. So you can see where the Fraser River is kind of wide along here, and then it narrows down as you go north. This is commonly known as the Fraser Canyon. So the highway's all kind of somewhat windy in here. It's not too bad. That's straight-ish. But we're going along the side of the mountain. And then we get into the farmy area east of town. Okay, does that make sense, everybody? You kind of get what I'm talking about? I'm going to get rid of this camera now. Go back to StreamYard for a second and change settings. My apologies. Hold on one moment. There we go. Okay, good show. All right, I'm going to shut this down, actually. One sec. Hold on, everybody. Since this is a short and sweet one anyway. There we go. Okay. All right. Yes, Debbie, it is pretty. We haven't been driving that way in quite a long time, other than going to Manning Park, obviously. Good morning, so Terry. Good morning, Kathy. Good morning, Marie. Thanks, everybody, for coming in. In May, we're going to the Okanagan to Penticton, and we might go that way. I'm not sure yet. If you go east of Keremeos a little bit, you have a choice of going north towards Okanagan Lake to Penticton, Kelowna, etc. Or you can go south to Skaha Lake, Osoyoos Lake, to Oliver, Osoyoos, etc. So we could go either way. Or, as I showed you a minute ago, the Coquihalla Highway, that's Highway 5. We can go that way to Kamloops and then across Highway 987C between Kamloops and the town of Peachland on Okanagan Lake. And then we go south from Peachland. That's how we used to go see my husband's sister when they lived in Summerland, but now she lives in Keremeos. It's easier to go on Highway 3. But you see what I mean about BC. It's impossible to have roads as a straight line. It just doesn't happen. There's always a mountain in the way, always. So that's what we are up to for the weekend. I'm going to try to film a little bit as we go. And I will film when we are there. The Similkameen River runs south of town of Keremeos, and my sister-in-law says it does kind of run fast, but there's little like pool areas where it's a little calmer, so we can take Ferris down there for a walk and maybe he can swim, because tomorrow should be nice weather. We're going to get a pretty good weekend, and then like Debbie says, it's nice, but then Monday will probably be raining again. Yes, Joe, she heard of that highway from the show Highway Through Hell. Yeah, the Coquihalla Highway is tricky. It does wind a lot. I'll try to show you guys footage of Highway 3 because it does this a lot. But Highway 5 goes up and down more too. And in the winter, just because it's so high, there's a ton of snow. And people get stuck. And see, that's why they did the show. Because it's just, sometimes in the winter, that highway's a gong show. In the summer, it's fine because it's dry, usually. You just have to be warned that you're driving alongside the mountain, and you do go up and you go down, and you go up and you go down. But that's why they made the show. Because it can't get crazy. Hello, KD. Oh, Marie said she was having problems with... Oh. She was having problems with the chat because she got unsubscribed from someone. Oh, that's crazy. YouTube does weird stuff. Hello, Nancy. Guess who Nancy's come to visit? Kathy, my neighbor down the highway in Washington. Thanks, everybody. Appreciate it. So I don't really have too much to tell you guys other than what is going on right now. And if you can hear in the distance, I got the window open and it's garbage day, so the trucks are coming around. So that's why I wanted to do kind of a short and sweet chat, just because we have to finish up packing. And it's only 8:45, but we want to go head out probably 10:30 or so. My husband just wants to top up the diesel in the truck before we drive off. Make sure we're all good to go. My son's girlfriend already left for work like 20 minutes ago. And he's heading off soon because he has to clean up from brewing. Gotta wash out the tanks and all, that kind of stuff, right? There's always a bit extra stuff to do when you brew. So you send your kids to college and you learn stuff too. Katie says YouTube has been messed up. I get notification for old videos and none for current ones. And she was unsubscribed from Donnell's channel. Oh, I'm going to have to go back and check all my subscriptions, I guess. Marie says she's heard of that happening, but it's the first time for me. Yeah, I haven't had anything where I've been unsubscribed, I don't think. Now I better check. I'll have to do it when I get back. So if I'm unsubscribed to anybody, I'm sorry, but I'm not going to deal with it now. I'll check it one day next week. But yeah, geez, I didn't realize it was going around again. It seems to be like it goes in spurts, right? Don't you guys think? Oh, and Joe says she has notifications pop up for old videos. See, I don't even do notifications. I can't have that stuff happening all the time. I use this laptop for work, and I just can't have everything going bing, 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 bing all the time. No. So I don't know about that part of it, but that's weird though. But yeah, I guess I think maybe is it every time they update? Because I'm still having that weird problem on YouTube.com that I mentioned on my community post. It's not that dire. I mean, it doesn't matter if the comments are over on the side or whatever. I just thought it was weird. Mind you, just before that happened, I had to do a Windows update for this laptop. So maybe that goofed something up. I don't know. I've just been doing full screen when I watch something, because then it doesn't matter if the recommended is underneath or whatever, because it's full screen. So it's not the end of the world. I just thought, what the heck is going on? That's weird. Never did that before, but maybe it's an update. I don't know. Oh, and Nancy says YouTube is replaying lives already watched. Okay, that's weird too. There must be something funny going on. Maybe YouTube is updating. Right? You know? Let's update. It'll be great. No, it screws everything up. So at some point next week, I will get you video of whatever I can manage to film this weekend. So that'll go in my travel playlist, because that's anywhere we go, whether it's camping or whatever, that goes in there. Nancy says she's been having trouble with being able to type in chat. Actually, I've had that a couple times too. Yeah. Was a couple weeks ago, though. Not recently. KD says sometimes the live chat feeds over the video. Now I can't see the person. Oh, that's weird. Oh, it's always something. Well, I appreciate everybody who comes by and tries to watch at least. Maybe it doesn't work, but thanks for the effort anyhow. Oh, goodness sakes. I'm not sure what else I'm going to be doing for projects and other videos, because there's a lot of stuff I'm working on that I still can't show you guys. Trying to be ready to go. And Debbie and I are going to go to the quilting stores next Friday when she comes to visit. That'll be fun. Maybe go around and do a little shopping. We can go to both of the stores. I don't need to get anything particularly, but we can go have a look and see. I have to work on what I have at the moment. The timeline is not tight for that collab because we're not starting until the summer, but we're still trying to get all our ducks in a row before it even starts, just to be ready to go. Oh, Debbie says, I'm looking forward to our coffee and shop hop. Just need low volume fabric. I was gonna try to see what I could get to for that Christmas quilt collab, that free pattern of Fallon's. Um, if you want to start at Country Folks, Debbie, that's the one that's kind of it's on Luckakuk, sort of by the mall. Right next to that, in that little mall, is Hofstede's. It's a market, right? I don't know if you've been there. Fresh fruit, veg. They have their own bakery. They make soup and sandwiches and whatever for lunch. They have a bunch of imported Dutch type things, various other things too, but it's right there if you want to do coffee there. It's kind of handy. Because the other one, Cozy Cottons, is downtown on Young at 4th, I think. It's just down the street a bit from the Fraser Valley Regional District building, but before you get to the tracks. Debbie has come here before because your sister-in-law lives here? I think that's what she said. Anyway, Debbie has a family member that lives here, so she hasn't shopped much in your area just to see family or go to Cultus Lake. Okay, Debbie, yeah, I can be the navigator. If you want to just meet up too, that's fine, because Country Folks is really easy to find. It's right across, where from Superstore and that little mall area. It's got Best Buy and all that. The Country Folks Mall, it's like a little strip. There's a lighting store. There's a workwear store where my daughter buys her scrubs, etc. Terry says I've missed notifications as well lately. And she says, I hope you have a safe trip and enjoy. Thank you. Oh, hello, Denise. Thanks for coming in. And Debbie says, yeah, we get gas in that area when driving to the Okanagan. Right. Yeah, my husband goes to the Petro-Canada that's at the corner of Luckakuk and Better Road, next to Wendy's. He likes their diesel. So we're going to do that first, and we can get on the highway off of Vetter Road there, or we can follow Luckakuk around past all the shopping area, and you can get on the highway there at Young eastbound. You can't do it westbound, but you can go east. If anybody wants to see what we're talking about, go back to Google Maps. Then you can get where we're talking about. I'll try to film a little bit too. It's so noisy along there though with the cars and everything. I don't know if I can film quilting places. It's a really busy road. And not only that, is also right next to the freeway. So you have cars up and down the road, and right by that's the freeway, cars up and down the freeway. It's really noisy. All right, so we're almost at 9. I got to go finish up a few more things before we get going. So I think I'm going to call this one. It's short and sweet. Sorry. In 2 weeks, well, not quite 2 weeks, Thursday the 25th, it has to be. Debbie has to go now. She has a meeting. Have a safe trip. Bye. Bye, Debbie. I'll call you Monday night, okay? Hi, Shirley. Shirley from round 2, it's just come in. Yeah, sorry, Shirley, but I'm gonna be taking off here because we have to get going. I will be able to do a little bit longer. Hopefully on the 25th when we go camping. We don't have to leave till like in the afternoon, and the campground's like 20 minutes down the road, down the river. It's pretty fast. But we still have to load the trailer and, do all the stuff for camping. So it might have to be short and sweet next time too. And after that, we'll see in May. I haven't even looked that far ahead. Okay, so thanks everybody. Appreciate you guys popping in. Sorry, it's kind of quick, but got stuff to do. Anyway, have an excellent weekend. I will see you all around. Take care. Bye.